Hello there guys, theBolderBoulder here, and today I'm doing something a little different from the usual. I'm actually doing a set review. So, today I'm going to be showing you what I like or dislike or anything just to show you this really cool set, Skull Grinder versus the Mask Maker, Ikimu and Kulta. So glad they gave the characters names. Same thing with the Protectors. I was really happy to see that Protectors actually got names as well. But anyway, all that out of the way, let's take a look at the figures themselves individually, and then take a look at the legendary Mask of Creation. So first I'm going to take a look at Kulta, the Skull Grinder. Now this is actually an interesting build. Something a little bit different from the norm, mainly because of these pieces right here. And the torso build is quite different from usual, but I like difference. You know, I don't mind having a change here and there. So, to start off, I'll just start from the ground up. Alright, so here's a look at these feet that were originally introduced in the Hero Factory line, but I like them a lot, and this is a very good use of those pieces. I really like these parts. Can't wait to use them on mocks. And I agree with what Jang had said, that sort of looks a little bit like fur. A little bit, or just spikes, just armor in general. Old, ancient armor. It looks really cool, nonetheless. And then these bone pieces that look like bones, those are just really cool. The only unfortunate part I have to say about them, though, is, well, there's no way to connect anything to them. And but, oh well. Anyway, I've got some of these friction adder pieces and a silver, that's right, silver torso skeleton piece, which I really enjoy. Definitely got something in mind for a mock as I speak. So look at the torso real quick. And it's got this translucent rib case piece in, you know, reddish, orange, whatever you may call it. I like that. Very nifty. Another piece to add to the CCBS system collection of parts. Really happy with that. Now we can move on to the arms. On this side, it's just got this new sword, that new mold. It looks like the only connection piece besides the axle that can connect to the hand is this hole for a pin, which that could actually be useful. You can hook things up to that. The arm, fairly basic build. Honestly, pretty similar to the legs, except without having this assembly on the bottom, it's on the top. And that chest mold right there, well, not mold, but the printing is actually kind of cool. It's got a little bit of copper in there, it looks like, and silver chains. Many little fine details. Looks pretty great. And over here, let's take a look at that staff. The mask grabbing staff, I believe is what it's called. I think that is a fine design for a mask. Or, well, for a staff anyway. Oh look, it's off of the background. Anyway, yeah, this set's a little bit taller, so that's why it's doing that. And then we got all these. Then you've got the rest of this staff. Got this black spike, or sorry, red spike down at the bottom. Not much to complain about with the staff, other than the fact that it's pretty heavy for the gear function, because it just tends to just fall down. It's pretty loose trying to move like this. If you try to move it upwards like this, it falls down. the good part about it is, if you find more of these little small gears and just put them in there, connect them, it adds more friction. That problem can be alleviated, thankfully. And now let's move up to the mask. Now, that is one cool mask. I dare say one of my favorite out of the whole Bionicle 2015. Yeah, definitely looks really evil. And with those glowing red eyes, looks like the Terminator. So I just actually like to call it the Terminator mask sometimes. But a really nice, well, pretty cool feature right here. On the top, it's got those things you'd see on the skull spiders. It's got that detail on there. Sort of just fit in with that theme. And it's got these really neat horns as well. And let's see. So, take a look at the back of the gears, the gearbox. I like that a lot as well. The main problems I really have with this set, this figure in and of itself, are the exposed ball joints. And the fact that his staff sort of makes the gear function mess up a little bit. But other than that, here, I'm going to zoom out real quick. Okay, so other than that, this figure is quite well put together. Not much I can complain about. So, I'm going to move on to Ikimu now. Now for the Mask Maker. Like I'd said in my video where I did the building of these figures, I was surprised at how many pieces were put into such a small, character, but I really like it. Turned out great. I really like the details on this guy. Spinning shield, his hammer that actually shoots, which is something I didn't actually think was going to happen originally, but ended up happening. So, that's actually pretty neat. I guess they wanted to just put that feature in there to add more to it. I really, really like the fact that they've got the hammer arm that's able to swing with a gearbox on the back. Wow, yeah. Spinning shield. The color scheme is really cool. I'm really happy with this guy. He's got, well, let's just zoom in on the feet. He's got those small feet that were originally introduced from Hero Factory. I really like the use of these feet instead of using those basic generic feet from the heroes, or just CCBS generic feet. I'm not a big fan of those, but I do like these pieces. So I'd like to see those in silver as well. Even though we did get those in the protectors, again, I'm happy with it. Definitely fits with the aesthetic of the thing. And it also, I really, really like the inclusion of these translucent blue bones. And also I like the translucent armor pieces up on the chest area. I mean, this thing is just so well put together. But the mask is, well, not so bad. Not so bad. So, I really do appreciate that detail on the shield. It sort of really helps set the tone, I suppose, or fit in. It really just does fit in. Especially whenever it has the Mask of Creation. Speaking of which, I'm going to get right to that. But one other thing, I really, really like these pieces that were originally introduced with the Chima CCBS sets. So I think that's all for this figure. Like I said, there's really nothing at all I can complain about except for those red axles, which is quite unfortunate. So let's move him over to the side and get to one of the biggest things from the set itself, the Mask of Creation. Now, I really do appreciate the inclusion of this stand to display the Mask of Creation. The one problem I'd found with it, though, was, well, that thing is a little bit hard to adjust. I'm sorry. Come on, thing. Okay. Now it's standing up straight. What the problem was with these Technic pieces on the back, the mask fit around them, but just flopped everywhere. Here, I'll show you. What I did, though, because this one is it just flops everywhere, unfortunately. But, and it faces downwards, which I was disappointed at. So what I had to do was actually take these little half-sized lift arms, space them outwards, in order for the mask to actually stay up straight. But there you go. That's all you have to do for that. Pretty simple fix. You can just do it with the set itself. And it's got blue part on the very bottom. And the mask. Now I'm just going to go ahead and show it to you on Ikimu once again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is pretty cool. I'm very happy with this set. Can't go wrong here. But I think that's really all I've got for you guys. So I'm just going to head move this guy and bring back in Kulta. I'm going to adjust the camera real quick. So this brings us to the end of the review over Mask Maker versus Skull Grinder. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be the review over Skull Basher. Have a nice day, you guys, and bye.